Hey guys, and welcome to another history broadcast brought to you by the Time Shifters. And today we're joined by historian Lorence Beaini and my usual self, Darren Goodman. So, what do you have in store for me today, Darren? Well, Lawrence, I'm glad you asked. Today we're discussing the interesting subject of the Mongols, but more specifically, Genghis Khan. Well then, we better get on with it because I could go on with this for hours. Sure thing. So who was Genghis Khan? Well, Genghis Khan was a famous strategical leader known for founding the largest and most powerful empire for its time, the Mongols. Now, the Mongols were essentially nomads that united by Genghis Khan all around the Mongolian plateau. And from there, they formed a massive empire that was sworn to dominate Asia for a good 160 odd years. Genghis Khan was known for his great strategical and military tactics, and that won him so many battles. Very fascinating indeed. So what was he like growing up? Temujin Khan, which was his name at birth, was believed to have a rough childhood. He was the first of 5 children to be born. His father was the leader of the nomad tribe they were in, and his mother was kidnapped by his father and forced into the marriage. When Temujin was 6 years old, his father was captured and poisoned by Tatar chiefs. Following this event, he was kicked out of his nomadic tribe and had to provide for his family of 6. Since then, he worked his way back into his tribe, only to find out that his older brother had beat him to it. Out of frustration, he murdered his brother and later settled into the tribe himself. 5 years after that, he found himself a wife that was later kidnapped by a nomadic tribe. To prove his power, he set out with an army and then joined an alliance to go and save his wife. He soon destroyed the nomadic tribe that took his wife and brought her back. This proved to others of his power, and then soon he became the leader of a small army. This is how the Mongols started. Quite an extraordinary childhood. Yes, well, not as extraordinary as his empire. So why was he called Genghis Khan? Well, his name was Khan, and Genghis means great. And tell me, Lawrence, did he affect Europe? Well, not exactly, but he pushed towards it. But he conquered some of Europe anyway. Please care to explain? Sure. After Temujin's death in 1227, the empire was set to hold off their area until a new leader could lead them. The time came for his grandson Otoji set out to expand the empire even more. It was said that he pushed towards capturing Europe as well as Hungary, but he only got as far as Hungary. He also captured Russia and Ukraine, and even sized up Romania, Bulgaria and Hungary. And it was said that he got very close to capturing Poland and Germany. Why was he considered a master of the siege? Good question. Temujin's idea of having people train to their best in archery so that he could ride horses while shooting them was considered one of the best ways and ideas that he ever had. This is what made his empire so strong. He also captured enemies and tortured them into telling him their siege and weapon tactics. He then captured them as slaves and made them build the siege weapons for him. He created the first empire to frequently run by horses, and this is what made him so powerful. He won almost all of his battles and created an almighty empire, and this is why they called him Genghis. So how did Genghis die? Yes, well, it is said that he died in 1227. What do you mean by that? Actually, nobody knows how Temujin died, and nobody knows how he was buried either. It's said that he died after sustaining terrible injuries from falling off his horse. Other theories suggest that he died due to blood loss after an arrow shot him in the knee. and others suggest he was murdered whilst he was trying to fall in love with a Chinese princess. Nobody knows where he was buried either. Legend has it that on the way back from his burial, the tribe that buried him slaughtered everyone they saw and came in contact with. Okay, Lawrence, thank you for your time. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and that's been the end of this podcast.